LNKTV Sports and the Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network presents Prairie Wolves basketball. Today it's a conference matchup featuring the Knights of Wartburg College and your Nebraska Wesleyan University Prairie Wolves. This game is made possible by Lincoln Electric System. It's your electricity, own it. And Nebraska Wesleyan University. Now let's take you out to Snyder Arena with Jeff Moats and John Harris.
It's Iowa Conference women's basketball right here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network. Hello, everyone. I'm Jeff Moats along with John Harris here as we welcome you to Snyder Arena tonight for the women's matchup between the Nebraska Wesleyan Prairie Wolves and the undefeated team out of Wartburg College in Waverly, Iowa. John, this is going to be an interesting matchup tonight. Wartburg comes in 16-0, 7-0 in conference play. Nebraska Wesleyan, they've been 2-3 in their last 5 games. They're 11-5 overall. They're 2-5 in conference play. They need a big win here tonight and try to make a statement in the conference.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're going to be playing a tough team to do that. 16-0, they're ranked in 22 of 100 categories, but some of those categories not so favorable, particularly fouling. They foul a lot, and so Nebraska Wesleyan has to be aggressive. Navratil and company have to attack the basket, get them in foul trouble.
Now, Wartburg comes in as the number 2 ranked team according to D3Hoops.com. They're number 6 in the coaches poll. They're that talented. One of the players you got to keep an eye on for Wartburg is Katie Summer at point guard, averaging about 13 points a game, and she can rebound. She averages about 5 rebounds a contest,
well, she's missed everything. I'll tell you what. She's assists, steals, whatever they need, she can do. And so Nebraska Wesleyan has to key on her, see if they can get somebody else to take the ball and defend that person.
And you mentioned Caitlin Navratil. She's the top scorer for Nebraska Wesleyan, 16 points a game, almost 17 points a game. You got to look for her to be that enforcer out there and take charge right away.
Well, she can score from any spot on the floor, but she has to have help tonight, Jeff. 81 points a game, that's what Wesleyan is scoring. They're going to need everybody, all hands on deck tonight.
Wesleyan, the top scoring team in the conference. Wartburg, they average about 76 points a game, but they're undefeated at 16-0. Find out what happens next. The tip-off coming up between Wartburg and Nebraska Wesleyan right here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
Oh, hi there. Sorry, couldn't see you at first. I'm Ryan with LES's Save Money, Saving Energy, and it's first filter Friday, so I'm just checking my furnace filter here. Looks like it's about time for a clean one, which I just happen to have right here. You know, a small investment today can really reduce your heating costs and improve your efficiency. You can really see the savings. For more tips like this, visit us at les.com or do a search for LES Video Vault on YouTube. We will see you next time.
When you're out to make a difference in the world, begin by exploring what inspires you at Nebraska Wesleyan University. The bridge between you and meaningful, unforgettable experiences. Designed from personal attention to internships to translate into success in your career and life. A place of powerful learning designed to explore you, discover you, propel you. Nebraska Wesleyan University. NWU.
Hi, I'm Ryan with LES's Save Money, Saving Energy, and I wanted to share a hot tip about keeping warm in the wintertime. Instead of turning up your thermostat, turn on a portable space heater. After all, why heat your whole house when you only want the room you're in to be warm and toasty? Oh, that's too toasty. Don't touch that, Gracie. For more energy-saving tips like this, visit us at les.com or do a search for LES Video Vault on YouTube. We'll see you next time.
Back at Snyder Arena here on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network here on LNK-TV with John Harris. I'm Jeff Moats. Glad to have you here for this women's matchup, the Wartburg Knights and the Nebraska Wesleyan Prairie Wolves. Let's bring in the starting 5 here for Nebraska Wesleyan. There you see the leading scorer, Caitlin Navratil, the sophomore guard out of Littleton, Colorado. There's Audra Tramer, the guard out of Sioux City, Iowa. Ann Schulte, the junior out of Omaha, Deschênes. Then you got Macy Gustafson out of Osceola, out of North Central, or actually South Central Nebraska. And currently Bostock, the freshman forward, will get the start. Bostock, the junior out of Hastings Adams Central. Those are your starters tonight for Sam Dixon and Nebraska Wesleyan. On the other side here for Wartburg, 16-0, 7-0 in the Iowa Conference this season. They are absolutely loaded with talent. There you see the Summer sisters, Katie and Christy. Katie, the leading scorer. Morgan Neundorf will get the start as a senior. There's Miranda Murphy and Erin Jones, the senior, in the center spot for Wartburg as Bob Amsbury, the head coach, brings his undefeated squad into Lincoln. Let's see how things go. The tip is up, and we're underway, and Wartburg will control the opening possession of this ball game.
Well, let's see. We got man-to-man defense here. Wartburg, a motion offense.
Like to move that ball around the perimeter. Katie Sommer over here on the left side.
Got to keep your eye on her.
Lob inside, nice post up, nice lob inside, basket up and in for Aaron Jones, who gets it to go.
Yeah, nice execution by Wartburg on the first possession. Nice entry pass. That was the key, and it was easy lay-in for two.
Back on the other side here, Bostock out top. Moving around the left side. Here's a three on the way from Gustafson, and she knocks it down.
Oh, didn't hesitate. Splashed it. Eyed it and spied it and got it to go down. That's a great job.
So a 3-2 advantage here to begin this game for Nebraska Wesleyan. Good pressure at midcourt, but Wartburg breaking the pressure. Here's a three, no good that time from Christy Sommer. But Wartburg maintains possession. Mid-range shot up and in for Aaron Jones.
Yeah, Wartburg ranked in 22 of 100 categories, and they can do it all.
Nice backdoor catch. Schulte with a bounce pass. Bostock on her shot blocked by Jones out of bounds.
Now that was one of the categories where they were least effective. That's blocked shots, and they get it there to deny Wesleyan the rim.
Take a look at this again. There you see that last play.
Yeah, that's a nice block with the left hand, no less.
Trying to work it out now. Left side. Here's Audra Tramer. Facing up, back out Tramer, forcing up a shot. Bank shot rims out, no good with 7 on the shot clock. Here come the Knights. Neundorf. Now they go to Katie Sommer. Here's a three that goes in for Miranda Murphy.
Yeah, they know exactly what they want to do. And Katie Sommer, that is, she's the straw that stirs the drink. Tremendous job.
Nice post up in the lane for Bostock, who gets it to go.
Yeah, good job by Bostock, the junior.
And the lead for Wartburg down to 2. Inside, here's a mid-range shot up and in for Neundorf, who gets it to go.
Yeah, we're back and forth here. I don't know if Wesleyan can trade baskets with this team.
Well, as we said, John, these are two teams that like to score. Here's Schulte to the basket. Couldn't finish it.
Left it hanging there.
Back the other way. Murphy going underneath. Here's Katie Sommer for a three. Falling to the floor, and she's fouled on the block out.
Oh, my goodness. That's 3 shots.
Audra Tramer is going to be called for the foul. That's her first.
And that's a no-no. You never want to foul a jump shooter, and particularly the leading scorer. Nice dish down the baseline. And then now the closeout. And it wasn't very aggressive on the closeout. Surprised that she was able to get that foul.
So here is Katie Sommer's first free throw that goes through.
And this is, again, Mrs. Versatility. Scoring, assists, steals, the whole deal.
Second of 3 on the way, and nothing but netting there. Katie Sommer coming into tonight, again averaging 13 points a game. 5 rebounds per contest at 5'5". That's pretty impressive. They like to crash the
Yeah,
they like to crash the boards.
Yeah, she's in their all-time scoring list, number 7, I believe.
Couldn't get the third free throw. She goes 2 out of 3. Back the other way. Navratil in traffic. Shot up and blocked. But she gets it back, puts up a teardrop, bouncing through.
Boy, that's persistence right there from Navratil. Got it blocked, didn't put her head down, just went right back at it.
Quickly, another mid-range jumper closer to the basket, though. Doesn't fall that time for Neundorf. She'll get it back here on the left wing. Works off the screen for Murphy.
Wesleyan has to do the simple things, Jeff. Got to close out. Got to get the body on the rebounder. And that time, not even necessary.
Neundorf with a big 3. And the lead at 7 for Wartburg.
Got to be careful here if you're Wesleyan.
Prairie Wolves do not want to fall behind here. They have lost 5 games in this conference. Another mid-range baseline jumper doesn't fall for Bostock, and then Gustafson comes up with it.
Nice job on the offside by Gustafson, just being in the right place at the right time to maintain the possession for Nebraska Wesleyan. Wesleyan working hard for everything they get here.
So Navratil will dribble it back out toward the center circle to reset.
So Coach Dixon's calling the play here.
Here is a 15-footer. It doesn't fall, and the rebound goes to Katie Summer. In transition, tries to get it down court to Murphy, but knocked away by Carly Bostock, who we mentioned Carly Bostock. She has started the past 3 games at center. 9 points, 9 rebounds in the win over Dubuque. By the way, she also played volleyball this past season for the Prairie Wolves. So Wartburg works it back out. Here's Murphy for a long 3, misses. But they get the offensive board, back into Murphy. Here is Katie Summer for another 3, and she hits it.
Well, I tell you what, it's uncanny how they know exactly where their teammate's going to be. And she knew Summer was in the corner, and she found her, and she splashed it.
Now Macy Gustafson for the top, barely grazed the iron that time, and the rebound to Wartburg here. A 10-point lead. That's what we've seen Wartburg blossom to here. Less than 6 minutes left now. We got a hand check. No, they're going to call traveling.
They look so comfortable, Jeff, in what they're doing, Wartburg that is. And Wesleyan has to find that comfort. Down 10 here early.
Sydney Scupa and Mackenzie Delgado checking in for the Prairie Wolves here. Also some subs in here for Wartburg, as Navratil works the ball. Delgado, Schulte, Scupa inside, got it knocked away. Delgado there with the offensive board, trying to go back up, and she was fouled.
Yeah, that was the old look what I found. And Delgado again, right place, right time, and got fouled on the putback attempt. I like Bostock here, go right up, and then right there, tip on the wrist, or the elbow rather, as Delgado was going up. 2 shots. Look like they're going to change whoever the foul is on. Yeah, there you go. They're going to go for number 3 instead of number 13.
That's Emma Gertis, as Delgado hits the first free throw.
Or whatever number they called had a 3 in it. There is no 13.
Emma Gertis is the one that was whistled for the foul. And Delgado misses the second one, and Emma Gertis comes up with a rebound. So the lead down to 9 for Wartburg. Gertis in the lane, out left side. Here's a 3 for Murphy, missing it. And now a foul on their other side of the lane. It'll be on Wesleyan off the rebound, and it's on Scupa.
Yeah, again, Wesleyan, the rebound bounds off the offside. You got to have your body connected to the Wartburg Knight. Goes over the head, and they maintain the possession. You don't want that from a team that's 16-0 and plays as efficiently as they do.
And now what do we got here? Foul on Wesleyan.
So that's 22.
So for 22, it's Claire Phillips.
You see here the inbound pass. You're going to try to split them. I don't know where the foul was.
And she was hedging in. I think they called her for the reach in, but now Wesleyan forces a turnover. Navratil, Phillips, attacking the lane, forcing up a shot, got it blocked out of bounds.
And you got to attack. This team does foul a lot, Jeff. And so if you're going to the basket, you may get to the free throw line, get them in foul trouble. But so far, only 1 foul against them.
So Delgado to work it in. Navratil in the lane. Here's Phillips, Delgado, Gustafson. Baseline jumper off. And the rebound to Murphy.
Nice shot, just didn't get it to fall.
Gertis attacking. Back out top. Swing pass over here left side. Here's Megan Murphy to Miranda Murphy, who lays it up and in.
That's beautiful. By Wartburg, they're showing us how to play basketball here.
Boy, they're so fundamentally sound.
They're solid as a rock. I mean, my goodness. And they know exactly where their teammate's going to be at just the right time.
Gustafson, Navratil, Scupa sets the screen. Navratil will force up a shot, missing it, but kept alive. Scupa goes underneath, hit the bottom of the backboard. And the Prairie Wolves have gone cold.
Ice cold.
Navratil with good defense going after the ball, tie up, and the arrow points to Wesleyan.
That's a great job by Navratil getting to the floor, hand in the passing lane. She's going to step out right now. Oh, I think she got a little wrist action. They didn't call it, but here she goes. I like that on the floor. Dipping and diving, trying to get the possession back. That's what it takes. And you got to do those fundamental junkyard dog type things in a game like this. It's the simple things that'll make all the difference.
Here's Morgan Nishida, who's in for Navratil.
Going to have to get some scoring out of somebody unexpected here from Wesleyan.
Phillips from the top. She'll take the three, and
Oh,
she splashes
look at
it.
that. The rainmaker from Phillips. A little press action here.
That's a big shot. Now the lead down to 8. Pressure broken. Bounce pass far side to the basket. Euro step. Jones can't finish it. Back into the hands of Neundorf. Can't finish it there. Back into the hands of Neundorf again.
Yeah, too many possessions for Wartburg.
Here's
Teardrop.
Teardrop up and in with the left hand from Katie
Did you
Sommer.
see that? Oh, my goodness. Was that beautiful?
She did it with the left hand. Lead back at 10. Here's Delgado. Scoop on the baseline. Work it back out front. Nishida for a 3, missing it. Nothing really falling from outside tonight for the Prairie Wolves. But on all cylinders is Wartburg. Here's a 3 from the left side, and that barely made it through the hoop.
Yeah, you could hear the scraping of the ball in the rim. Coach Dixon says, hey, listen, I've seen enough.
Megan Murphy with a big 3. Timeout on the floor. 2:56 to go, first quarter. And Wartburg's lead is increased to 13. Back after you see this.
Hi, I'm Ryan with LES's Save Money, Saving Energy, and I wanted to share a hot tip about keeping warm in the wintertime. Instead of turning up your thermostat, turn on a portable space heater. After all, why heat your whole house when you only want the room you're in to be warm and toasty? Oh, that's too toasty. Don't touch that, Gracie. For more energy-saving tips like this, visit us at les.com or do a search for LES Video Vault on YouTube. We'll see you next time.
Watch this again, the 3 by Megan Murphy. That barely went through the hoop. It just, as you said, John, scraped the cylinder, the rim.
You could hear it. You could hear it.
And you could hear it on our crowd mic.
But you know what? It went in, and that's what all that matters. And they extend that lead to 13.
24-11 is the score as you see on your screen. Closing in with less than 3 minutes left here in the first quarter. An entry pass denied, goes out of bounds, but it was last touched by Nebraska Wesleyan.
Wesleyan's got to settle down here. This team is a well-oiled machine. You're talking about the Wartburg Knights. Nice pressure there on the inbound play.
Good pressure by Wesleyan, but somehow Wartburg finds a way to break it, as they do right there. Christy Sommer, who is in now. So they work it over here to Neundorf. Here's Megan Murphy for another 3, missing, and an open rebound that time to Wesleyan. That was Bailey Hallgren-Meehan who came up with it. Nishida to Hallgren-Meehan, now to Claire Phillips. Wesleyan trying to execute against that zone, John. They're having difficulty. 15-footer, good for
I like that.
Bostock.
Oh, I like that. Bostock, she did it quickly. That's what I like. Didn't hesitate, turned, fired it up, got it to go down.
Back the other way here.
Got to stop the ball.
Neundorf to the mid-range shot. She knocks it down.
That's too easy, Jeff. Too easy. Got to stop ball. She comes over half court. Somebody has to go at her. Most dangerous person is the person with the ball.
Doesn't matter who it is. Bostock with a baseline jumper.
Oh, Bostock says, I'm hot. Give it to me.
And the lead at 11. Here's a long 3. Rims off that time for Christy Sommer. Back the other way. Here comes Nishida for Wesleyan.
Look for Bostock here. Look for Bostock. See if she's still hot.
Ball denied, and Nishida gets it back. 26-15 our score.
See, Bostock, the key to Bostock there, her confidence, Jeff, is so high. So when you get in a roll like that, I go down and post up.
Shot clock at 7. Here's Nishida wide left on an air ball, and it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, see, that's not what you're looking for. You have a player who's made 2 shots in a row. She's feeling it. Let's see if she can make 3 in a row.
There's a reason why that she's been such a big contributor here the last 3 games, even in the starting lineup. She's hit big shots like that.
Yeah, she's found a place, and a little arm there.
Pressure on the backcourt now. Wesleyan trying to force a turnover. Finally across the timeline. Do they get the 10 seconds? Yes, they did.
It's a great job.
First time tonight in this game that they have forced a 10-second count. And Wartburg turns it over.
Working hard on the footwork, and let's see what's the discussion here.
Whether or not was it legitimately across the timeline right before the 10-second count? Not sure. But nope, it's going to be Wesleyan basketball.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what the discussion was. I mean, if he's counting and they didn't get it over in 10 seconds, what is there to talk about?
Tremer, Bostock on the post up, picks it up. Gustafson back Bostock. Here's a shot on the way off. And the rebound to Wartburg. Shot clock off here for the final 20 seconds of this quarter. And nice little step over and lay in that time for Christy Sommer.
Yeah, somebody has to get in the way and impede the progress of the offensive player. That little short Euro got her a little space. Somebody has to get in front.
Down to 5 here. Nishida. Ball knocked out of her hands, out of bounds, and looked like she may have gotten away with a travel there that time.
Just a smidge. Yep, may have. But Wesleyan still has time to cut into this lead with a solid possession here.
Nishida gets the ball. He's up a shot, hits the backboard, and goes out of bounds as time expires, and we're through the first quarter, and it's been Wartburg from the get-go. Wesleyan had a brief lead as Macy Gustafson hit a 3 to put them up 3-2, but since that point, it's been all Wartburg. 28-15, Knights lead the Prairie Wolves. Back after this.
When you're out to make a difference in the world, begin by exploring what inspires you at Nebraska Wesleyan University. The bridge between you and meaningful, unforgettable experiences. Designed from personal attention to internships to translate into success in your career and life. A place of powerful learning designed to explore you, discover you, propel you. Nebraska Wesleyan University. NWU.
There you see the Nebraska Wesleyan Pep Band here this evening. One quarter in the book. And
Do you recognize this song?
It's called Sweet Caroline.
Oh.
You didn't?
Yeah.
You're being serious, right?
No.
Or you're messing with me.
It's not like they don't play this song at every place we ever go. I mean.
That's kind of early to play it, though, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. You want that around third quarter-ish?
Third, fourth quarter, late second half.
Hey, but they can play it again.
Which may happen. Attacking the basket. Here's a shot up and in. Emma Gertis gets her first field goal.
Yeah, the defensive rotation was very bad for Wesleyan there. She gets a nice layup.
From out of nearby Cedar Falls, Iowa. Her first basket, now a foul on the other end against Wartburg.
So Wartburg has doubled up here, Jeff. Wesleyan has to be solid on the offensive end here.
Tremer. Bostock to Schulte, now to Tremer. Here's a 3 on the way, off. Soft rims here.
Yeah, very soft. You can hear the rattle. And that's good for Wesleyan. Most times, they're familiar.
Now, the one thing that Wartburg does is that they'll attack the lane, and sometimes they're stopped, they'll give it back out to the perimeter. They're very good at that. And now Summer tries to go to the basket, knocked out of bounds last touch. It'll be off of Wesleyan.
Yeah, she lost the ball. Wesleyan has to get that possession. You know, you don't get a whole lot of easy stuff from Wartburg, and they lose the ball like that. You're right there. You got to grab it and then head the other way. Look at that.
Down the lane, Miranda Murphy misses it, but she's fouled.
Well, that was great patience by Summer. She just waited and waited as they did their little figure 8, and then finally someone broke open down the middle. Wesleyan has to have man-ball perspective there. You got to know where the ball is, Jeff, at all times.
Free throw no good for Miranda Murphy.
Got to get something out of Tremer here, Jeff. She has to be able to stroke it here. Help to cut into this lead. The load so often on Navratil. She has to get some help here. Bostock has been good here in this first quarter.
Murphy with 6.
Somebody else has to step up.
Lead at 16 here for Wartburg. Tramer lost the ball. Good defense from Katie Sommer. Here's Navratil. She needs to get going offensively. And the swing pass from Bostock out to Schulte's, thrown away out of bounds. So the woes continue, but the difference is that the zone defense has been working very well for Wartburg, just like the man defense has for Wesleyan in terms of their pressure as well. Far corner. Miranda Murphy underneath in traffic, and she is going to be fouled, and it's going to be on the floor.
Let's see if that's going to be on Bostock. I think so, yep. Second foul on her.
So she'll check out, and McKenna Grease will check in. In traffic, Gertis out to Summer, to Christy Summer.
Boy, look
Good
at that.
ball movement. Look at that. Here's Katie Summer for a three, and she hit it.
That's textbook right there. Man, in, out, around, down. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know about a whole lot of the mathematical equations, but that was one right there.
Grease with good hesitation. Can't get the bunny to go.
Oh.
Falling to the floor, and we got an injured player.
Boy, that was a hard hit.
No, apparently not. It looks like everybody's okay. The way that McKenna Murphy went down, or Miranda Murphy went down,
that elbow. So it might have been a little bit over the back. Here we go down. Bam. Oh, my goodness. That's wood, folks. Some nice hard wood.
Here's Macy Gustafson. Misses the first free throw.
Got to make them. Got to cut into this lead any way you can.
There you see Sam Dixon, first-year head coach here at Nebraska Wesleyan, off to an 11-5 start, 2-5 in conference play.
Nice guy, boy, I tell you. Meeting him, very friendly.
He's been around the college basketball world.
Yeah, he knows the game.
Most recently with Northwestern. And entry pass, turnaround shot for Jones goes. That was good ball movement, and that's where you use the bounce pass correctly. You throw it in the entry.
Solid as a rock, Jeff.
And the run continues. Schulte's reverse underneath doesn't go. Gustafson goes back up, and she's fouled.
Just working hard underneath, just trying to get the old junkyard dog. So we got the give and go down the baseline. Going to flip it up there. Nice block. And there she is right there. Gustafson just fighting. And gets the WWE action on the ground.
Gustafson's first free throw is in, and that is the first point since the latter part of the first quarter. It was an 8-0 run for Wartburg after being up 26-15. Second free throw off, no good. So it's an 8-1 run so far.
Wesleyan has missed 3 out of the last 4 free throws.
Dish across the lane, knocked away, but then a tie-up, and the possession arrow points to Wesleyan.
Good job there as the ball is in possession. You know, when you're a taller player and you bring that ball down, the smaller players can get at it. That time Navratil did exactly that.
Keep it above your head.
Got to keep it up in the air.
Tramer lost the ball, and here's Katie Summer. Ball knocked away by Schulte, who comes over the steal. Navratil down inside, lays it in.
That's a great job by Katie Schulte, and the easiest one that Nebraska Wesleyan may get this evening.
Now they got that press. Finally break it. Down inside, ball kicked out of bounds off of Schulte's foot as Katie Summers trying to work it back out of the bounce pass.
It's amazing how they position themselves, Jeff, just so. And so Katie Summers, she's dribbling from one side to the other. She knows that she has someone in the corner. She knows she has someone just off the free throw line. Just tremendous positioning.
Just terrific ball movement and execution. How about that? A Dirk Nowitzki type shot.
Yeah, the old one-leg number there.
Emma Gertis comes up with that. Now here is a three from the top that doesn't fall for Bailey Hallgren-Meehan for Wesleyan. Ball goes out of bounds and will stay with the Prairie Wolves.
Yeah, a little quick on the trigger there, Jeff, from Hallgren Meehan. Got to get your feet under you, get solid.
Navratil off the high screen. Tramer looking. Grease going to work.
Oh, I like that.
Nice turnaround shot, bouncing off. And it'll belong to Wartburg.
Gave a little Akeem the Dream shake there. Just didn't finish it.
But how about the Dirk Nowitzki?
Oh, yeah. How about that, huh?
Shot on the other end.
Just a nice, soft, over-the-rim shot by Gertis. Really nice.
Wesleyan, by the way, coming off their best shooting percentage of the season, 52% from the floor on Monday at Co., in which that win streak that they had going was snapped. Remember, they started the conference 0-4. Shot up.
Oh.
And a foul inside going against Nebraska Wesleyan.
Yeah, Coach Dixon's not happy about that. Looked like there was some verticality. Let's check it out here on the replay. Now straight up in the air. Let's see if she's straight up in the air. Maybe on the backside there.
Free throw up and no good for Adrienne Betger. As Mackenzie Delgado will check in.
There's a 20-point edge here for Wartburg.
Becker hits the second free throw. That's her first point. 6'1" junior from nearby Cedar Falls, Iowa. University of Northern Iowa there.
Been there.
A lot of good basketball up that way. Navratil forcing up a shot, can't finish it. Here comes Wartburg quickly the other way. Summer lost the dribble, recovers, good deep by Delgado. Not very many turnovers committed tonight by Wartburg. Wesleyan, though, they've been hit by the turnover bug. Here's a three from the top, short from Katie Summer, and Delgado with the board. Navratil in the front court. Move it back up toward the top. Navratil, about a 14-footer, misses it, but she's fouled.
Yeah, nice curl by Navratil. Passed the ball to Schulte, then swung around the pick, came back on the offside. I wish she could have shot the ball earlier. Took another step. Here she comes. Allowed the Wartburg defender to catch up with her.
Free throw from Navratil is up and in. She's got 5 in the game.
Yeah, but again, she is usually, again, the leading scorer for this team. But between Schulte and company, they got to step up, get some scoring out of those who are usually unexpected to get very much. Got to get more. And Bostock she showed early on some signs that she's going to be formidable tonight. Only about 4 points a game.
And they need to go inside more often.
Yeah. And maybe, do you slow it down? Wesleyan scored 81 points a game. How do you slow it down when you're scoring 81 points a game?
And what's amazing, you would think that a team that's undefeated like Wartburg would have the highest scoring percentage in the conference. Good defense from Schulte deflecting the swing pass out of bounds. But, they're 76 a game. Wesleyan's about a little more than 81, almost 82.
Yeah, but Wartburg's closest game has been 10 points. That's the closest game in all of their wins. Closest anyone has ever gotten is 10 points.
Shot clock at 7. Here's a three from the corner, no good for Megan Murphy. Here's Nishida. Right to the key, scoop shot.
Hey, there you go. Aggressive, taking it to the rack. Nobody stopped ball.
39-22.
Yeah, Coach Dixon wants aggressiveness on offense and defense.
And there's a turnover, a lob pass overthrown. It goes out of bounds. And Bob Amsbury is going to burn a 30-second timeout with 4:35 left here in this first half. The lead at 17 for Wartburg.
Oh, hi there. Sorry, couldn't see you at first. I'm Ryan with LES's Save Money, Saving Energy, and it's first filter Friday, so I'm just checking my furnace filter here. Looks like it's about time for a clean one, which I just happen to have right here. A small investment today can really reduce your heating costs and improve your efficiency. You can really see the savings. For more tips like this, visit us at les.com or do a search for LES Video Vault on YouTube. We will see you next time.
Quick timeout here. Wesleyan with the basketball. Phillips. Delgado for a 2. She's kind of a three-point specialist for Nebraska Wesleyan. Time for the ball, and it will belong to Wartburg.
Yeah, Delgado saw that the shot was off, and that's exactly what you want to do. If you can see it, and the shooter usually can, go after it. She did, but in the maze of hands, she does not get the possession back.
Katie Summer moving the ball around. Look at that. Here's Nundorf for a shot. Can't get it to go, but they'll reset. Here's a 3 off the back iron. No good from Murphy. That's Megan Murphy. Ball goes off of Wartburg. And we'll head the other direction.
Yeah, Wesleyan's just not blocking out, Jeff. I mean, Wartburg, you cannot give a team that's already undefeated. Okay, let's see if there's a question here. Nope. Too many more possessions and shots at the rim.
When we get the first half stats, it'll be interesting to see how much of an offensive rebounding edge Wartburg has over Wesleyan. It just seems like there have been so many second chance opportunities here in this first half for the Knights.
And they're shooting 57.7% from the field. So there's a steal by the steals leader.
There's Summer to the other end, lays it up, and she's fouled. Couldn't finish it, but she's fouled. She'll make up for it at the free throw line.
Yeah, again, that's Miss Versatility there. Katie Summer, she does it all, folks. And there, hands in the passing lane, but gets the bump there on the field goal attempt.
Katie Summer tonight has got 10 points. Free throw is good.
Cedar Rapids.
From Linn-Mar High School.
Not real familiar with Linn-Mar, but been to Cedar Rapids. Enjoyed it.
A little bit smaller than Lincoln. Free throw good. About the same, a little bit about the same size, but a little bit smaller than Lincoln. Not up in northeastern Iowa. Lead at 19, 3:23 left here in this second quarter.
Except driving from Lincoln to the Quad Cities across I-80.
That's a long haul.
Oh man, it's brutal.
Grease for
three. Look at that. Grease is the word.
Sophomore out of Sutton. And the lead down to 16
don't
for
stop,
Wartburg.
don't turn your head.
Here's a 3 from the right corner.
My
Oh
goodness.
man, the rainmaker for Christy Summer.
Yeah, that came down wet, Jeff. Yeah, the ball was right there. You can't turn away and run away from the ball. The dribbler, most dangerous person.
Here's Nishida. Gustafson. Phillips. Thrown away. Not sure who was going to get the pass. You had 2 players over there thought about cutting in and cutting back out.
Yeah. A little uncertainty there for Wesleyan.
And I would imagine Sam Dixon at halftime will emphasize how much Wesleyan simply just needs to take care of the basketball.
Yeah, listen, the simple truth is nobody wins the game at halftime. They have to come out and play 2 more quarters, as do we.
Down inside, here's a feed. Shot up for Gertis, doesn't go. Back the other way. Nishida attacking. Trailing is Grease, but had the ball knocked out of her hands. Katie Summer on the attack. To Christy Summer for a 3. Boom.
Oh, boy, that's family reunion right there.
47-25, 2 minutes to go, first half. This offensive assault just continues.
Well, they're just, again, the well-oiled machine. They know exactly what they want to do.
Nishida with a long 2 for Wesleyan. Still a 20-point advantage here for Wartburg. The key is trying to find a way to stop Katie Summer in transition or attacking the basket like she did here with the scoop shot.
Look at that. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
And just so at ease. I mean, that's the great thing about these guys. They look so at ease, so comfortable in what they're doing.
And you can hear them communicating out there. Tell them screen left, pick right.
Oh, what a pick.
Navratil with 10, forcing up a shot. She knocks it down to 2.
Yeah, long 2.
It's 8 for her. Under a minute to go before halftime. And Christy Sumner trying to get squared up for a deep 3. Mishandled the ball and turns it over.
Yeah, took her eye off of it. Long bounce pass. They got a deep bench over there, Jeff. They brought a lot of players with them.
It's like the Wesleyan men, they've got a pretty deep bench too. A lot of players on that team.
We haven't called Schulte's name very much tonight, Jeff. Got to get her in the scoring column.
Pick and roll down inside. Grease back out Navratil. Shot clock at 10. Nishida for a 3. Time for the ball off the miss. It will stay with Wesleyan.
Well, hey, listen, you don't stop firing it up there. And, again, 20-point lead. You got to come out in the second half. Keep putting it up.
Navratil to work it in right baseline. Here's Grease forcing up a shot. Offensive foul.
Well, that's a tough one.
Indeed it is.
She did everything, everything she could do. Just another great defensive play by Wartburg. I like the aggressiveness. I like the left hand. I like the execution. See it here. Oh, pump fake, good. Got her off balance. But that's a nice.
Here's a steal in the backcourt, up and in for Navratil. She stole the inbounds pass and put it up and in. And now a foul or a whistle at midcourt.
Yeah, she did that on the replay. That's a great job by Navratil to get in the passing lane, get an easy deuce for Wesleyan.
So Katie Summer at the free throw line. First free throw on the way. Back iron strong, no good.
Well, that's the first thing she's done wrong all night.
14 points. So she's exceeded her average per game.
Yeah, she's one of their all-time greats.
They get 15 for the 5'5 senior. 50-31, down to 10 seconds here in the half. Navratil left of the key, scoop shot off the window and in.
Oh, there you go.
That's a big shot. And now we got a whistle.
There was something going on with the clock here. Let's see if they need to put more time on or take more time off. 3.9, no change. Okay.
So 50-33. Wartburg down to 2, down to 1. Across the timeline, no time to get a shot off. And that's how the first half ends here at Snyder Arena. Well, just like that, Wartburg has come out here in this first half to rack up 50 points. And they lead it here at the break, 50-33. Back with more from Snyder Arena in just a moment on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
Lincoln Electric System is proud to serve the Lincoln area. We can't imagine a better community to work for, so we owe it to our customers and team members to be something even better. That's why we're striving to be the world's best energy company. The kind of people who work for us are the kind of people who will get us there. Reliable people who believe in safety, integrity, and most of all, serving their neighbors. And at LES, the professionals who work here stay here. The reasons are many. You'll get the technology and training you need to succeed and advance. Benefits that allow you to take care of your family's needs and goals. You'll do important work to help create a sustainable energy future for us all. If you are starting your professional journey with LES, you will gain experience in our wide-ranging internship programs. At the end of the day, People stay here, we believe, for a very simple reason. LES is a great place to work, to build a career, and to do something that matters. It's all because we are local people serving local people.
You're watching Prairie Wolves basketball on LNK TV Sports and the Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network.
Back to Snyder Arena here, along with John Harris. I'm Jeff Moats. There you see the scoreboard, 50-33 in favor of Wartburg College. Let's show you the first half stats. And there you see Wartburg, boy, 18-32 from the field. Wesleyan 13 of 36. Big difference.
56%. I mean, that's unbelievable. If you get 56% in the first half, tremendous.
But you look at the turnovers, we thought there'd be more turnovers in favor of Wesleyan. Not the case. Wartburg has 9 turnovers to Wesleyan 7.
Yeah, but we thought there would be a great offensive rebounding disparity, and that is not the case as well. Actually, Wesleyan has 10 and Wartburg has 8, but I think sometimes it depends on when you get those offensive rebounds.
So the Knights have the ball to begin the second half. Another good ball movement that time. 3 doesn't fall that time for Wartburg. That taken by Nundorf. Back the other way. Inside. Bostock in the lane, forcing up a shot. Got a block by Aaron Jones that time. Here come the Knights. Good ball movement down the court. Feet underneath, up and in that time. How about that for Miranda Murphy?
Yeah, that'll get you 56% right there. Tramer.
Couldn't finish it. But Navertil recovers.
Yeah, that long rebound. Now Wesleyan with another possession has to capitalize.
Here is Gustafson with a 15-footer. Can't finish it there, and the rebound to Jones.
Yeah, I would have liked to see them go back inside to Bostock.
Katie Summer into the corner to Miranda Murphy, and they move it around right side. Murphy falling to the floor, turns it over. Navertil going to go 1-on-2. Navertil to the basket, misses it, but she's fouled.
Just uncanny like that. I mean, the smallest player on the floor, and somehow she finds a way to get the ball to the basket. Not just a shooter, a scorer.
One of the shorter players on the court at 5'3". Not afraid to go right to the basket as she hits the first free throw.
Yeah, the heart of a lion, I'll tell you that. Biggest heart out of there, no doubt about it.
13 so far in this game for Navertil. Make it 14.
And she knows that she can score in any game. And Katie Summers got poked in the eye by Tramer, or at least near the eye.
Key for Wesley in this second half is you got to stop her attack any way you can.
She's just uncanny. She doesn't stop her dribble too soon.
Step back fadeaway, good. How about that for Nundorf?
Oh my goodness.
That's 9 for her.
We've seen the Nowitzki. Who was that?
That was Morgan Nundorf.
Who was she shooting that like?
Schulte. Navertil had the ball deflected out of bounds, so it will stay with Wesleyan.
Yeah, we're going to have to call that the KD. I mean, on the fade there. And everybody's trying to do that Nowitzki one-leg deal.
Well, what's his name? Wagner from Michigan did that the other night. Shot up and out of bounds, last touched by Wesleyan.
One of Patrick Ewing's players did that for Georgetown, and he called a timeout.
Yeah.
To chew him out. To ask him, when was the last time you did a one-leg shot? Never.
Press broken. Nundorf with another basket.
Wow, look at that.
She's starting to heat up. She's got 11.
Well, that's a nice stroke from mid-range.
The lead back at 21 all of a sudden here with 7:42 to go in the third quarter.
Got to get Schulte off to Schneid here.
Tramer for a 3. Can't finish it. How about that with a reverse?
Hey!
And it's Ann Schulte.
Yeah, look what I found. And
the junior out of Omaha, Deschênes.
yeah, we need more from her. And hopefully seeing the ball go through the basket that way will get her started. Again.
Right place, the right time. Look at Schulte.
Look at that, right over the top of the head. Any way it goes in, that's okay.
Summer. That was Katie. Now to Christie. Back out to go to Miranda Murphy. Morgan Noondorf, double team out at top. Ball tipped up. Shot clock at 10. Here's Jones to the basket with the left hand.
Yeah, you can't have that after all that hard work to give up a layup like that. No, you can't do that.
8 for Jones. Lead back at 21. Here's Bostock with a mid-range shot short. And Katie Summer with it now. She'll attack and a reach-in foul on Wesleyan. You know,
Wesleyan with the reach in. That was Schulte. Again, you got to move your body instead of your hand, your arm. And we see that so often.
you know, you hear coaches explain to you, help out on defense, step in front of the ball. Noondorf, bouncer, goes through. And that's what Wesleyan really needs to do. If you're in a spot to where you can hedge out and help and step out in front,
oh,
do it.
look at that
spin move. Schulte couldn't finish it, gets it back. But that's something Wesleyan needs to do with Katie Summer. Just step out in front and stop the ball. Entry pass, here's Gustafson. Navratil for a three, buries it.
Inside, outside, Gustafson had it inside. Now the press is on. Try to get a steal. There it is.
Schulte. Dave Cowan's like going after the ball.
The old redhead didn't have any problem with strawberries, floor burns, whatever you want to call it.
Here is Christy Summer out to Katie for a three.
Oh, my goodness.
That's all day or all night.
Oh, yeah, that's a Lionel Richie. You better believe it.
Huge three.
Yeah, you can't have her spotted up with nobody around her.
Gustafson in traffic. And one.
The hoop, the harm.
Freshman out of Osceola now with 6 in the game.
I like her aggressiveness, and again, we've seen it in the last game. And here she is, pump fake, and then right to the rack, left hand. Nice job, and then that is a fist pump. Boom. A lot more years for this young lady. Getting some valuable minute, valuable time.
Being an impact player for Sam Dixon right away. Can't finish on the free throw, though.
Yeah, she's out here. Hey, listen, she's not intimidated. You know, she comes out here ready to play. Whoa.
Long three on the way from Christy Summer. Oh, my word.
And that's the second three-point foul on Tramer. Again, fouling a jump shooter from deep. If you give us that replay, look at this.
Look at that. That's Steph Curry.
Oh man, that's the old set shot from back in the day. That's the peach basket action right there. You got to climb up there and get the ball out of the basket.
Let's see if she can get the 4-point play, which is extremely rare, and
wow.
she does.
She does it.
Unreal. This team is unreal. 67-42. Lead at 25 here for Wartburg. We're about midway through this third quarter.
Yeah, well, we found, Jeff, in this conference, the Wesleyan's gotten into the second year here, that a lot of these teams are good.
Navratil to the
hoop.
hoop.
Look at that.
Yeah, no matter what sport it is, you've got some great teams in basketball and football and even volleyball, too. Here's a three from the right corner. Doesn't fall for Christy Summer, but recovered by Wartburg. Katie Summer out in the corner. Here's a three. It's going to be off the rim. No good that time for Emma Gertis. Back the other way for Wesleyan. Navratil to Claire Phillips for a three.
Oh,
boom.
That's a nice look. The drive, the draw, the dish, the deuce. Great job by Navratil spying her in the corner there. Hands up, Coach Dixon says.
Now, at this point, yeah, that's what you got to teach. You got 4:18 left in this third quarter. Skip pass, Katie Summer, mid-range shot on the baseline off. Offensive board from Gertis, knocked out of her hands by Navratil.
Boy, she was standing there, Gertis, all by herself, Jeff. Nobody there, nobody even close. She would have had an easy put back for 2.
And she did the right thing. She kept the ball above her head. Had Navratil not been over there, she could have had an easy offensive board and put back.
Yeah, I'm wondering why she was so open, though. What's the deal? Coach Dixon has gone to a zone defense.
See if that may throw off Wartburg. Gertis to the basket, draws the foul.
Oh, that's questionable. The referee on the baseline did not see that foul, didn't call that foul. I guess the question is, did she step in at the last minute? Here we come. Now on the move, that's a great job. Now, does she step in?
That's kind of a 50-50 call. McKenna Grease called for the foul. Free throw is up and in for Emma Gertis.
Yeah, that charge foul, that's one of the most, always the most difficult call oftentimes to make. Were they there in time? Did they get there to the spot?
Well, especially now that you've got that little arc inside around the basket as Gertis hits the second free throw.
Yeah, they got to get to that arc and get outside of it. Can't have your foot touching it.
22-point lead now. Here's Bailey Hallgren Meehan. Shot faking a dribble in. Grease. Here's a 3 from Hallgren Meehan. Can't finish it. Saved in bounds. Here comes Wartburg. Metker with a great save for the Knights. And a skip pass denied by Delgado. Here come the Prairie Wolves. Nishida. Phillips. 3 blocked. Got it back. Fell to the floor. No whistle. Back the other way. Here's a nice bounce pass and a layup from Gertis. Off the feed from Allie Conrad.
That's how you want to teach it, Jeff. That's how you want to teach it. Coach Dixon said, let's calm down. Slow it down here.
3 minutes left here in the third, and it's 24-point lead here for Wartburg. Hallgren Meehan for a 3.
That's a nice job there on the pick and pop.
Out of Omaha Gross. 71-50 Wartburg. Here, the 3 on the other end doesn't fall. Gertis with the offensive board, a runner in the lane. She draws a contact.
Oh, that's a great job by Nishida.
They're going to say she committed the foul. There was contact, according to one of the officials.
Let's see this again, folks. Now she's going to bring the ball down. There it is, right there.
There's a little contact, maybe.
Yeah, but you know, they used to tell us the hand is the extension of the ball and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, that's a nice job by Nishida. Just, you know, picked her pocket. But they're obviously a lot closer to it than I am.
We're up in a kind of a perch area.
Yeah, you know, this is the bird loft.
Yep.
The wolf den.
We got a good view of the court.
Yeah, we can see.
So both free throws hit. Lead at 23 now. Approaching 2.5 minutes here in this third quarter. Still another 10 minutes left of basketball after that. Men's game to follow between these two teams. That ought to be a good game.
Should be a good game.
You've got several teams vying for command of first place in the IAC, each with 2 losses.
Yeah, the 14-2 Prairie Wolves and the 12-4 Knights.
Nishida can't get it to go, and Jones with the board. Nice pass to Miranda Murphy, bottled up there. Good defense from Mackenzie Delgado. Good hustle from her. And the ball will stay with Wartburg here with just over 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah, Delgado just kept going after it, like the persistence.
Ball knocked away. And Schulte with the deflection of the pass. Good hustle again. I'm not going to use the Dave Cowens reference again either. That's a little inside joke. Shot clock at 6. We'll try to explain that here more in a moment. And a foul going to be called against Wesleyan. Sometimes we'll reference old-time NBA players, and it was an inside joke that started with Ron Powell of the Journal-Star here in Lincoln at one of our high school games a while back. As
he said, I was bringing up too many old guys. we were referencing, Kuzi and
Nate Archibald. Trying to think of some former Kansas City Omaha Kings.
yeah, Sam Lacey,
Rick Adelman.
Ron Boone. These old ABA guys.
Yep, he's a native of Omaha too. But that's kind of the inside joke, so every now and then
Oh, yeah.
we may throw out one of those references.
And if you don't know them, Google them.
Long-range shot doesn't fall for Navratil. Here comes Conrad in the front court for Wartburg. Driving baseline. Neundorf can't get it to go. Good defense from Wesleyan. Delgado wants to spot up, but here's Navratil for a three.
Oh,
she
that's
hits
nice. I didn't spot it. Dropped it.
74-53 the score.
How do you eat an elephant, Jeff? One bite at a time. That's how you get back in a ball game, one basket at a time. Don't give up the baseline.
Murphy with a nice little step through on the defense. Couldn't finish it, but a foul against Wesleyan.
Hey, don't give up the baseline. That's always a no-no, and nothing ever really good happens.
But if you do force them baseline, you better make sure that you force them to go to the baseline and stop them.
Yeah, and you got to have rotation from the backside. Just shut the door. And, of course, if you do that, you can trap them, and that's good for you, but that's not the case there.
Second free throw for Murphy, hits it. 76-53. They're at their average per game right now with 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Inside, outside, back inside.
Oh, dream shake.
Grease got her shot blocked by Jones. Here comes Wartburg.
I like what she was doing there, just didn't execute fully. So they're going to take one shot here.
Down to 20 seconds, less than 20 seconds. Shot clock at 8. Inside, Murphy. She's called for traveling. On the other end with Grease down there on the block, I thought maybe a Jack Sigma move.
I like that, but you got to keep the ball high if
you
you're
got
going to
to
do
keep
that.
it high. That's right.
Yeah, Sigma kept the ball high.
Down to 5 seconds. Navratil. Here's Gustafson with 2. Gustafson along the lane, puts it up and off, no good. And we're through 3 here in this women's game here at Snyder Arena. And the undefeated Wartburg Knights with a commanding 76-53 lead through 3 quarters. Come back for the fourth quarter after you see this.
Hi, I'm Ryan with LES's Save Money, Saving Energy, and I wanted to share a hot tip about keeping warm in the wintertime. Instead of turning up your thermostat, turn on a portable space heater. After all, why heat your whole house when you only want the room you're in to be warm and toasty? Oh, that's too toasty. Don't touch that, Gracie. For more energy-saving tips like this, visit us at les.com or do a search for LES Video Vault on YouTube. We'll see you next time.
LNK TV Sports and the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network proud to bring you Nebraska Wesleyan basketball. I'm Jeff Modes along with John Harris.
Hey, folks.
And the one interesting stat that we were kind of looking over here between the quarters, the rebounding advantage defensively. Wartburg's got 27 defensive rebounds to Nebraska Wesleyan's 10.
Yeah, that means you're one and done. And we're back the other way on the offensive side.
Prairie Wolves down 23 here with 9:52 to go in the game. Skip pass taken away. It's Jones with it now for Wartburg. Up the floor, ball deflected. Good help defense from Macy Gustafson as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, Coach Amsbury, he just kind of trusts Katie Summer. I mean, he doesn't say very much to her, even though that might have been a challenging pass.
She is legitimately the quarterback of this team. A lot of things have to go through her on that offense. There's a steal for Schulte. Navratil on the layup, up and in.
That's a great job of the lead pass, so she could just run under it and go right up. Hands in the air.
Now the pressure's on by Wesleyan. And what do we got here? Timeout called by Bob Amsbury of Wartburg. He'll burn the timeout. Is this going to be a full one? No, it's a 30-second timeout. And we'll just keep it right here. But Wartburg at this point, 76 points. They've achieved that average already in this game. And if they keep things up here, John, I wouldn't be surprised if we could see 90.
Yeah, well, they're on the roll.
Late in the game. I mean, they've been so efficient.
Well, they actually, the question is, will they kind of slow it down now and work that offense? But I imagine if they have the break, they'll take it. But, again, they're in no hurry at this point. But Wesleyan, tremendous job on that last possession, Jeff, of getting them to call that timeout on the press. Coach Amsbury is way down by half court.
And Summer it's a 10-second violation. That's the second time tonight of the turnovers committed by Wartburg. That's the second time they've committed that type of turnover where they could not get the ball across midcourt, and the pressure worked that time again for Wesleyan. So here on the baseline, Tremer curling around offensive foul.
Goodness.
Bostock.
Boy, what a screen. And that's an unfortunate foul for Bostock because Wesleyan gets the possession, ready to cut into the lead. And bad foul.
So Wartburg against the zone from Wesleyan. Entry pass in the lane taken by Tremer. Finds Gustafson on the break, lays it in.
There you go. Coach Dixon satisfied totally with that defense to offense transition.
And they're really going to apply that pressure. The ball deflected by Schulte, but recovered by Katie Summer, and Schulte commits the foul.
Boy, it was right there, Jeff. Great job by Schulte. Hands in the air. Couldn't come up with it, and right back into the hands of Kate Summers, and she knows exactly what to do with it.
And now on the other end, Wartburg throws the ball away. Another turnover.
They're kind of coming a little bit unraveled here, Jeff. Interestingly enough, Wesleyan can cut into it. A two-pointer, three-pointer. Cuts into it even more, and maybe, just maybe, if there's enough time.
Schulte in the lane. Here's Tremer for a three.
Boy, that's a big shot. That would have been a big, big shot. Gotten us to 60.
It's been a while since Wesleyan has been as close as about 15 or 16 points.
Man, that was a big shot right there. You make that shot right there from three, you're 16 down. That sounds like a lot, but with the three-point shot, that's 5 possessions plus a free throw.
And you got a little more than 8 minutes left in the game, and of course, this game is full of runs. You can go on a big run in that amount of time. Good defense on the trap down the baseline, but it will stay with Wartburg.
Yeah, that's a tremendous job. And Schulte playing some tough defense down there with Bostock. Got to be careful here not to give up an easy one. There it is.
Miranda Murphy bottled up in the lane. Mid-range shot for Jones doesn't fall, and Gustafson with the rebound. Quickly, Prairie Wolves in the front court. Here's Navratil. Tremer. Inside, outside now. Navratil pulls up. Bouncing off.
It was right there. That's a nice look. Just didn't get it to go down.
Murphy, nice feed down to Gertis, but it was overthrown.
Boy, I'll tell you, all of a sudden, this very efficient Knight ball club is just finding opportunities to they're throwing the ball away.
Right, they've become discombobulated. That's turnover number 17 tonight.
And you got to capitalize. When they open the door, you got to walk through it.
Still a 19-point lead, but with 7:20 to go. And the ball kicked. Trying to go into the high post. Christy Summer went off her foot.
Yeah, that was a pretty nonchalant pass by Tremer there. You have to be a little bit more precise than that. Coach Dixon giving her the eye. High ball screen here.
Shot clock at 8. Nice bounce pass, Schulte. Far corner, out top, Tramer with 3. 3 on the way, off.
Boy, she has not found the range, Jeff, here tonight.
She has really been cold from the field. She has struggled. And now Navratil with a steal, but they're going to say it went off her foot. So a kick basketball will stay with Wartburg.
Yeah, I'm always challenged by that. You know, whether it's inadvertent or whether you actually put your foot out there. You know, how do you know the difference? And it didn't look like she tried to kick it.
No.
It hit her foot.
Now,
they still call it the same way.
If you're trying to stop the ball from going inside on a bounce pass, then yeah, that's deliberately a kick ball. Foul here against Wesleyan.
Yeah, Gustafson takes the tumble.
So we'll see Grease and Delgado come back in for Wesleyan. Katie Summer to work it in. In the lane, Gerda's forcing up the shot, and she couldn't finish it. Back the other way. Schulte. Here's Navratil wide open for a 3.
Oh, there it is. Great job by Gustafson. Finds her in the corner.
There's your 3.
That's the one we wanted, but was that a couple of possessions too late?
Now the pressure is on. Wartburg breaks the pressure. Right side mid-range shot, no good. Offensive board. Time for the basketball. Possession arrow will stay with Wartburg. Now we see Wesleyan here in this fourth quarter come out with a little fire in their belly.
Well, it's the one thing you can't coach, Jeff, is effort. And when you're giving effort, boy, I'll tell you what, things can turn around and turn around quickly. And Wartburg, again, is opening the door, giving them opportunity.
Left wing, here's a 3.
Oh
my
boy.
word.
Talking about the dagger. My goodness.
Christy Sommer, that's the first basket of the fourth quarter for Wartburg. Shot up and blocked, but Grease gets it back and puts it in. 5 for her.
Yeah, that looked like her shot is that set shot, kind of a John Wooden action right there.
Is that one-leg kick out. Now Katie Summer calls timeout.
Yeah, those old black and whites of John Wooden shooting shooting in the gym from downtown off one leg. That's like Christy Summer. It looks like her shot.
Oh, man.
Google it.
Google it, that's right. Stay tuned. We'll have the men's game here between Wartburg and Nebraska Wesleyan here on LNK TV and the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network. That men's game, you got 2 teams that are 5-2 in the conference. Wesleyan 14-2 overall. Wartburg is 12-4. And it's a fairly even matchup. And we'll find that out here coming up in just a little bit.
Well, you know, Wesleyan has to be on. I mean, you know, sometimes they're their own worst enemy. You know, they count so much on that three-point shot.
Jones in the lane, lost the ball. Claire Phillips comes out with it. Here's Navratil. Pickpocketed, recovers the basketball.
Another big possession for Wesleyan. Can they get the 2, get the 3, particularly cut into this lead?
Off the high screen. Grease for a 3. No. Offensive board for Hallgren Meehan. Got tied up. Alternating arrow says it's Wesleyan.
Yeah, Wesleyan. That's a great job on the offside there by Hallgren Meehan with the rebound. Now they got to capitalize.
High post Grease, left of the key. Got her shot blocked by Jones. Back the other way. Touch pass. Here is Noondorf off the glass.
That's nice. That's nice. Nice body control. And then to find her player to make the basket. That's awesome.
81-62 as you see on your screen. Lead back at 19 for Wartburg. They have had a double-digit lead for much of this game. Almost a steal for Summer. Delgado recovers it. Shot clock at 5. They need to get a shot off. Navratil with 1 second on the shot clock. No good. Back iron strong. And a foul going to go against Wesleyan.
Yeah, bad possession there. Coach Dixon, he's beside himself.
Well, I think they knew what they were up against coming into tonight. And
I do believe so.
And Katie Summer hits the free throw.
Yeah, you had a tall tree to chop down. I'll tell you that. I mean, this team, they're as advertised.
They're pretty good,
and they've kind of fallen off a little bit here at the end. But we saw that a first half that was about as good a clinic in how to play basketball as you're going to see, male or female.
Some vulnerability as Katie Summer hits the other free throw. And the lead back to 21 at 83-62. Prairie Wolves were chipping away there momentarily.
A couple of big opportunities there.
Phillips to the basket and one.
There we go. Nice aggressiveness. Phillips says, I'm not done. We're not done yet.
That's 8 for Claire Phillips.
That's a great job. Taking it to the rack. Gets it off the board. Here she is. Use that off arm, then spins it up.
Yep.
The hoop and the harm.
Nice feed that time. Free throw bouncing through for Phillips.
So Gustafson's going to come back in. And Hogren Meehan's going to become an assistant coach.
18-point advantage here for Wartburg as they break the pressure. Nice bounce pass, and Becker with a basket.
Boy, that's fundamental right there, Jeff. Reading, basketball, fundamental.
Back to a 20-point advantage. Delgado to Phillips. Here's Bostock with a nice post-up.
Oh, look at that. Haven't heard anything for her for a long time. Steal, no.
And what do we got? Ball deflected out of bounds off of Wesleyan. Good defense from Claire Phillips.
Yeah, Bostock hadn't heard from her in a while, Jeff, but she splashes one right off the glass.
That's 8 for her.
Yeah, and again, those are the kind of points you got to have. Hopefully get her in double figures. She's about 5 points a game.
Katie Summer in a double-team situation gets out of it, works the dribble.
Beautifully got out of it.
So they move the ball around the perimeter. Here's a 3 from the top. Christy Summer doesn't fall. They'll keep it alive. And a reach-in foul that's going to go against Gustafson.
Boy, she takes some punishment out there, Katie Summer. Again, not the biggest player out there.
And the way she was dribbling the ball, too.
And the one great thing about her is she maintains her dribble. She doesn't give it up too early until she's ready to do something with it.
Free throw is up and in.
Talented performer. Imagine all conference, no doubt.
Oh, there's no question. And she came here to Lincoln this evening to prove just how good of a player she is. Free throw good, hits it.
Yeah, her last season here at Wartburg, she's seen it all.
20-point lead again for Wartburg. Here's Delgado to the drive, and she's fouled by Summer.
Yeah, that's a great job by Delgado. First step to the baseline. Summer didn't have an answer. Nice look there. Nice take.
So here's Delgado tonight with 1 point. Make it 2. Saw her a lot of times out of Waverly High School, hit a bunch of three-pointers for the Vikings, part of that state runner-up team in Class B just 2 seasons ago. Hits the second free throw. She's got 3. 87-69. Across the timeline. Gertis. Katie Summer. Touch pass in the corner. Conrad back out Gertis. Down inside Becker underneath.
Is that beautiful or what?
Wow. You're right. That's like a math equation. Now on the other end, Navratil misses a layup, but she's fouled. I mean, the way that they design those plays and they move the ball around.
Geometry. That's what it is. Geometry. I don't know how you did in geometry. I don't want you looking at my transcript.
Yeah, you don't want to look at mine.
Is that why we're sitting here?
That's why I'm sitting here. not the mathematician. There's a reason why.
When they start putting 2x, the quadratic equation and all that stuff up there. And I know we're talking about education, folks. But I tell you what, I said I'm going to be a speech major. Forget all of that.
I said I'm going into broadcasting.
Yeah, I tell you what, boy.
I'll take the easy way out.
Statistics and all that. Oh, my goodness.
Second free throw rattles off.
But, it's interesting. I have a real interesting propensity nowadays, particularly to remember numbers.
Yeah.
I remember I have so many PIN codes and numbers and passwords and stuff you got to remember. I remember them all.
And I'm the same way. And, I'm trying to think, do I ever use geometry in anything with what I do?
Don't tell the kids. Hey, kids, don't listen to what he's saying here. Because that's what they want to know. How's this going to be applicable to my life?
Well, you know what? But in all honesty, though, a lot of fields you go into, you got to use it.
Interesting enough, when I worked at Dartmouth College, they came to me in the media center and said, listen, we want to put up speakers in our auditorium, and we need somebody to go into the auditorium to determine the angle that the speakers need to be at to get the maximum effectiveness. Right. And I did it.
To get the right acoustics.
That's right. I did it using geometry.
20-point lead.
I don't know how I did it, but I did it.
All I remember is I got a good enough grade to stay eligible in high school.
Here we go, folks.
That's all I know.
Jeff Moats will not be running for political office.
I don't have any intentions. But the way that they execute that offense almost looks like a geometry equation, as you alluded to.
They do a tremendous job. But in basketball, it's a lot about angles. It's about leverage. It's about those kinds of things. And some some coaches may actually use that.
Now,
55% from the floor, almost 56% this whole game, Jeff. We got 2 minutes left, and they were earlier in the game. They're still doing that, but that's they're getting layups. I mean, it's not like they're shooting mad bombs. They're getting layups, and that speaks to their effectiveness.
But they've been able to execute the ball. They've been able to attack the basket. They've been able to hit from long range. They've done a great job shooting the outside shot. I mean,
good job.
They're tremendous.
And so the question then becomes, you're 20 points down, 2 minutes left to go. What do you get from this kind of ball game if you're Nebraska Wesleyan? And Wesleyan, I guess, imagine against another team that isn't as good as Wartburg, may well definitely be not only winning this game, but leading the game and so forth. So Wesleyan has been up against it on the offensive and defensive end against a very good team.
Timeout taken with 2:03 remaining in the women's game. And when we resume, there will be 8 seconds on that shot clock here for the Prairie Wolves. So Sam Dixon is trying to come up with something here in a hurry to get at least a shot. But, if you're Wesleyan after tonight, you really have nothing to hang your head about.
Not at all.
I mean, there's the coulda, woulda, shoulda early on. But you had a great start to the fourth quarter. You surged back. You made it interesting here for a little bit. But Wartburg they keep finding ways to respond and answer. And they've answered a lot tonight.
Well, I think one of their keys is they have a coach on the floor. And it helps to have a player that you have the utmost confidence in. And Coach Amsbury, I mean, he's over there coaching, no doubt. His assistants are coaching. But when you have, Kate Summers out there, I mean, she's running everything. The CEO.
The floor general out there. Claire Phillips tracks the ball down. Shot clock at 3. No time to get a shot off, and it's going to be way short. Shot clock violation.
Yeah, that's the second time we've seen that.
So a minute 54 to go here. Wartburg coming into this game 16-0, 7-0 in the conference. Likely going to go to 17-0, 8-0 in the IAC.
Coach Dixon calls off the dogs here.
Yep. Maddie Henshaw, she'll check in tonight for Nebraska Wesleyan. KK Mack is in for the first time tonight for the Prairie Wolves. So some reserves getting some playing time here in the final minute 40. Shot clock at 10 for Wartburg. 3-ball doesn't go. Hinshaw lost the ball and it goes out of bounds off of her. And we'll keep it here on the other end for Wartburg. Fresh shot clock, entry pass. We'll move it around. Baseline shot doesn't fall. Prairie Wolves with the rebound. Nishida. She'll take it to the rack. Lays it in.
Little French pastry there from Nishida. Little English there.
90-72, and now contact in the backcourt against Nishida. And the foul on her. Allie Conrad will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, boy, a nice play by Nishida. Spun it up there and got it to go over the rim and in. It's a great job.
So Allie Conrad at the free throw line. Free throw off, no good.
Cold off the bench there from Cedar Falls.
Nearby Cedar Falls. Waverly not too far away from Waterloo, Cedar Falls, that metro area. About a 5-6 hour drive from Lincoln.
Yep, been there, I actually drove it. You know, I think I was headed up past Sioux City, and then you take a right turn and you go down some 2-lane roads. That was 96 I was there. Had my heart broken by Arizona State that night.
Oh, the infamous 19-0 shutout of Nebraska in football is.
Yeah, I spoke at a Dr. King program there that night and said, hey, listen, I cut my speech short so I could go see Nebraska whoop on Arizona State. But it was the other way around.
And I remember watching that game and I thought, you know, this is a team that has gone undefeated 2 straight seasons. They won national championships, and then they look like this. And
yeah, well.
But they finished. What was it? They were 11-2 that year, if I'm not mistaken.
And how quickly we have forgiven. You know, the gentleman who was quarterback in that team. Well, they wanted his head, and now he has the reins of the program.
And a lot of folks in Nebraska can hardly wait.
Oh. Boy, I tell you, that spring
August
game,
and September,
that spring game
even the
is
spring game.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding?
Shot clock at 10. And Wartburg is going to improve to 17-0. Runner up and in. Off balance with the left hand. Alicia Kimball with her first basket. And ball thrown away out of bounds. It will stay with Wartburg heading back the other way. So Wartburg will go to 17-0, 8-0 in the IAC. Wesleyan falls to 11-6, 2-6 in conference play.
And Wesleyan has 3 on the road, Jeff, after this. So it's going to be a tough road for them.
Time winding down here, and that's going to wrap it up here. Your final score in the women's game is Wartburg 93, Nebraska Wesleyan 72. So the Prairie Wolves fall to 11-6, 2-6 in the IAC, and again, Wartburg goes to 17-0, 8-0 in the IAC. Again, the final, Wartburg 93, Nebraska Wesleyan 72. Thanks so much for watching this broadcast, courtesy of LNK TV and the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network. For John Harris, I'm Jeff Moat. Stay tuned. The men's game is coming up after this on the Nebraska Wesleyan Sports Network.
This LNK TV Sports and Nebraska Wesleyan University Sports Network broadcast was made possible by Lincoln Electric System. It's your electricity, own it. And Nebraska Wesleyan University.